Hi, I'm Phil Kay. I've been invited here today to present the next episode in the series of How to DJ. The first episode with Sarah was really good. I'm here to expand on some points that she made and just take it to the next level to be rocking some dance floors. So here we go. Okay guys, so before we can move on, we're just going to recap one of the most important parts of mixing, and that's the beats, bars and phrases, which Sarah showed you in the last episode. I've already cued a track here, and we're going to run through the whole 8-bar thing again, 32 beats, and we're going to count it, and we're just going to go through some tips on how to actually judge where that number one beat is and where the number one phrase is. So here we go, starting at 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So that comes into the bass line. Now, in a real world situation, you're not going to really be sitting there counting bars and phrases. You're just going to be able to work out where it feels right and where it's going to happen. What I'll be listening for is reverse cymbals, drum rolls, or anything like that which is guiding me to where the next phrase is going to start right now. There's one again. So it should be pretty straightforward. If you listen to a lot of music, you should be able to feel where it is. Now that we all understand that, and I hope you all do, we can move on to the next level. Okay, the next feature I'm going to talk about is time remain and time elapsed. It's a really basic feature. It just shows you how long a track's been playing for or how long it's got to play. Now this is the track I'm going to be mixing out of. So this is the track that we're playing. This is the track I'm going to be mixing into. Okay, what I did, I've already queued these up. These are ready to go. What I noticed when I was queuing up, and this is what you really need to pay attention to when you're listening to stuff in your headphones, is when stuff happens, is when a bass line comes in or where the track drops out in its first drop. In this case, what I'm going to do is I want to mix the track, and if you look at the waveform closely, you can see it's all chunky, a big fat wave of sound up until this point here, and at that point is when I want this track to come in on its own. And at that point is at the 1 minute mark. And I've done that so that I don't have to waste your time. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to play this track about 1 minute and 15 seconds before it finishes, and I'm going to start this track playing, and you'll see what happens when they all happen at the same time and how great they sound. So here we go. Okay, that is now at 1:17, and I'm just waiting for the 1 minute mark to let this one go. Now it's kind of estimated, and the reason it's estimated because there's crashes and things like that. So here we go. It's at 1 minute now, so I'm guessing it's going to be round about here. Okay, so those tracks are now mixing. I'll bring the level up. Now they're sounding really good together, and I'm not really having to do much adjusting. Now what I like about this method is that if you get this right, there's not really that much you have to do. Like, watch my faders. I'm just sort of adjusting this one ever so slightly. Slight nudge. Okay, so I'm going to leave them there. Notice there's no EQs, I'm not touching anything, and right about now, and you can see the levels are still up. This track is now playing on its own. I haven't really done much adjusting, if anything, and it was a perfectly timed mix. So that's how to get stuff sounding really well timed, and it will help you. It will make sure that you don't have to play with EQ or levels too much, simply by timing your mixes correctly. So now that we understand that, we can go on to the next level.